Hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another discussion video I have planned for you guys today. Haven't done one of these in a while, guys. This is not going to be a discussion video where I discuss a particular movie, or where I do spoilers or anything like that. What I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to give you guys a topic, or I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I'm going to give you my answer to it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the topic, and I'm going to open the comments to you guys because I want you to answer this question as well and give your thoughts on this topic. Now, the last time I did a discussion video where I didn't just discuss a movie, I did a video asking you guys what were your first, best, and worst movie theater experiences. I published that like 3 months ago. You can check that out. It's on my channel. And tonight, because I went to a movie tonight, and I posted it everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I was going to the movies, and I was inspired to start to actually do this discussion video by actually one of my very faithful subscribers here on YouTube. His name is HulkFan for Life. Giving him a quick shout out. You are awesome, man. Thank you so much for your dedication to my channel. I really appreciate it. But we were having a discussion on Instagram about seeing movies more than once in the theaters. A brief little discussion, I was talking about Transformers. He was talking about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and it got me thinking. Even though I've wanted to do this video for a while, it got me thinking, why not do a discussion video on this topic? So that's why I decided to do this video. Also, real quick, guys, as you can see, I got my Fruitvale Station poster behind me. I got my Saving Private Ryan poster above me. They used to be elsewhere on my wall, but I have since redecorated my wall of movie posters, and I'm going to show you the whole entire wall in a video coming within the next few days. So stay tuned for that, because I did buy a whole bunch of new movie posters. If you saw my vacation haul video, you'll know what posters I bought. But if you haven't, you're in for a surprise, because I got a lot of new posters. I rearranged it a lot as well. Took some down. Anyway, getting into the discussion video, guys, the question I have to ask you guys today, and I want you guys to be interactive down below in the comments. I'm going to ask the question, give my thoughts on the topic, answer the question, and open the floor for discussion from you guys. That's why I call these videos discussion videos. Not just for me to discuss the topic, for you guys to get involved and get animated with answering the question. Give me animated answer. What's the word? No, I can't think of it. Anyway, so here's the question I am going to ask you guys in this video. It is, how many times have you seen one particular movie in the movie theaters? And that's the question. Not how many times have you seen a movie, in general. How many times have you seen one particular movie in the theaters? One specific movie. Like, say you've seen District 9 6 times in the movies. What I want you to do down below in the comments is leave me your thoughts on seeing one movie, one specific movie, more than once. Tell me what movie you've seen more than once, and let me know how many times you've seen that movie in the theaters. Give me your number. Now, I will give you my thoughts on this topic, because some people feel it might be dumb to see a movie more than once. Some people actually do see a movie more than 10 times. It's been done before. Rare, but people do see it. If they got money, it'll happen. Anyway, my answer to the question, how many times have I seen one particular movie how many times have I seen one specific movie in the theaters? I have seen 2 movies 3 times, and I've seen 5 movies 2 times, and that's it. Other than that, I very, very, very rarely see a movie more than once, and it's for several reasons. One, don't have that much money because I'm a casual moviegoer. I see other movies, and 2, I see it once, it's enough, pretty much, I'll wait to watch it on Blu-ray. But there are definitely pros to seeing a movie more than once. There are definitely reasons, maybe it's in 2D, maybe it's in 3D. But getting into movies I've seen more than once. The 2 movies I've seen 3 times, I have a tie. 2 movies 3 times, and that record is held by Transformers Age of Extinction, which I just watched again tonight, which is why I decided to make this video. And the other movie is Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo, which came out in 2003. I saw Finding Nemo 2 times in 2003, once in 2D and the other time in 2D. I saw it once the first time when it first came out, and then I saw it like 2 months later. It was still in the theaters in July. I begged my parents because I loved it so much, and they took me to see it a second time. Then they re-released Finding Nemo in 3D 2 years ago in 2012, and I saw it again on the big screen in 3D when I was much older because I wanted that experience again, and that counts as seeing a movie 3 times. I've seen it technically 3 times in the theaters. So, and Finding Nemo is my favorite animated movie ever made, so it's appropriate to have seen that movie more than once. Now, Transformers Age of Extinction I've seen 3 times. I saw it once opening day, as you guys know. I saw it a second time a few days later in 3D with one of my best friends and my brother, and then I saw it just now, several weeks later, in 2D. I went to a later night showing because this was one of the first times I've ever gone to a late night showing by myself. I have gone to late night movies in the past with my parents, however, when I was younger. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing a movie later at night. Like I went to a 7 o'clock showing, but I still got out late. I got out around 10, a little before that. So that technically counts as a later night movie. And, so I wanted to see Age of Extinction again, but this time I went for the experience. I went to just sit back, relax, recline in my chair. I bought one of those ices, and I bought a box of M&M's candy. I ate, I enjoyed the movie, I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed seeing it again on the big screen for the 3rd time, and there you go. So, now movies I've seen 2 times in the theaters. I have seen Toy Story 3. In 2010, I saw Toy Story 3 twice. Once in 2D, once in 3D, and I love that movie, so I'm glad. I definitely wanted to see it again. Now, I know I'm going to get hate for this, but guys, in 2010, I was 14, and I was dumb. I didn't know about bad acting in movies. I didn't know about any of that. I was an idiot. I saw The Last Airbender 2 times in 2010. And I currently feel that is one of the worst movies ever made. I don't know what it was, guys, but I guess I turned my brain off the first time I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I love this movie. And you want to know the scary part to this day? I saw that movie with several adults. My whole entire audience clapped the end of the first time I saw it. That's sad. So, yeah. That's very sad. And then I saw it again in 3D with my mom and my brother, and there was absolutely no one in the theater, and we saw it like 2 weeks later, so that's bad. Okay, that tells you something. But don't worry, I've since rewatched that movie on home media, and I realize it is a terrible, terrible movie, one of the worst ever made. In 2011, I saw Transformers Dark of the Moon 2 times, once in 2D, once in 3D. I wanted to go a 3rd time, but my parents wouldn't let me. In 2012, I saw 2 movies in the theaters. I saw The Avengers in 2D and 3D because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And then a few months later, I saw The Dark Knight Rises in 2D and 3D, in 2D and 2D. And I saw The Dark Knight Rises twice because the first time I saw it, I had not yet seen Batman Begins in its entirety. I'll be honest with you guys, and I missed a lot of crucial plot points. I didn't understand a couple things, so I had to literally go back and rewatch Batman Begins in its entirety. And I rewatched it, and then I went back to the movies to see Dark Knight Rises again a few days later, and I completely loved it the second time seeing it. So that is it. Those are all the movies I've seen twice. I'm trying to think, have I seen any others? Oh yeah, Kangaroo Jack. You guys remember that movie in 2003? I think I saw that twice as well, because I remember seeing it once in a crowded theater, and then I remember seeing it again, and there was like no one in the theater. So I don't know. Maybe I saw that, and I know it's not a great movie. I've since seen that again. It's not good at all. But me and my brother, we were young. We probably begged my mom to see it again, or maybe we just saw it once and there was no one in the theater. I don't remember, but it just came to my head right now, that movie, and I thought I saw it twice, but I'm not sure. So those are all the movies I've seen more than once. And getting into the topic itself of seeing a movie more than once. Also, guys, if you don't go to the movie theaters and see movies more than once, or if you don't see movies at all, down below in the comments, let me know how many times have you seen one particular movie in general. Could be in the theaters, could be on your home media devices, on TV. on your tablets, smartphones, whatever, Netflix, Redbox. How many times have you seen one movie in general? I'll try to answer that later on, but I doubt I will because I will have to have an incredible memory. I can't think of that. Now, trust me, there have been other movies that have come out along the years that I've wanted to see more than once. Few to think of in general. I would have loved to have seen the first Transformers more than once. I would have loved to have seen The Dark Knight more than once. I haven't even seen that movie in the theaters. I watched it the first time on Blu-ray, to be honest. I would have loved to have seen that twice. Saving Private Ryan, some movies that came out when I was too young to go to the movie theaters. I would have loved to experience the first Halloween, at least in the theaters, and I would have gone to see that more than once, Definitely, that is the case. Now, here is me going to discuss why we go to the theaters to see a movie more than once. I think the reason we go to the movies to see it more than once, not just to see it again, to see it in 3D this time, see it in IMAX 3D this time, to see it, just for the heck of it. I think we go to the movies to see a movie a second time or more than 2 times because we enjoy the movie seeing it the first time. If you enjoy seeing it and you really, really like this movie, say you see a movie and it's one of your all-time favorites, you're definitely going to want to go to see it again. Because who wouldn't want to see a movie again in the theaters? But you're seeing it on a big screen in crystal clear HD for the most part, with the sound kicking, okay? Really, the sound. I saw Transformers Age of Extinction again tonight, and I'm not going to get into why I saw that again over Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, or why I didn't go see Boyhood, which is located like 2 hours away from where I live. I'm not going to answer all that. Why didn't I see 22 Jump Street again, for that matter? I'm not going to really get into that. It's because I'm a fan of Transformers, and I just wanted to experience Transformers Age of Extinction one more time. You know what? I am going to get into it, because this goes into what I want to get into with seeing movies more than once. If you see a movie more than once, it could even be a movie you find is average, you don't particularly care for that movie so much. Like Transformers Age of Extinction. I like the movie, I don't love it, and it definitely has flaws. And I definitely recognize those flaws seeing it again the third time tonight. But I went to see the movie because I had nothing to do, I wanted to be entertained, I wanted to go see my first late night movie by myself, and I wanted to, because this is, the summer movie season. I'm not doing anything else. The Transformers movies, it's one of my favorite series. It comes out every 2 or 3 years. We get a Transformers movie, and it's the summer of Transformers then, since I'm a huge fan of Transformers. So that's why I went to go see Age of Extinction for a third time. Now again, getting back into why we see movies more than once. I honestly think we don't see a movie more than once just to blow our money, or just for the heck of it, or, we could see a movie more than once because, let's say, the first time you see a movie, your experience gets interrupted. What if your theater shuts down, or you get a family emergency during the movie? That actually happened to me once during Grown Ups 2, which I want to forget. The emergency sirens just went off during the movie. The movie stopped. We all had to leave the theater. We all went back into the theater, and they played the movie, but they played it like 20 minutes behind. 20 minutes we'd already seen, so we had to literally restart from that point on. So there could be something like that, maybe something bad happens and they'll give you a refund ticket to go see a movie a second time. Who knows? Most people see a movie again to see it once in 2D, once in 3D. Some people see a movie by themselves once, and then their friends say, "Oh man, have you seen this movie?" And you'll say, "Yeah, I did see it. Actually, it was really good." Then your friend will be like, "Wait, I want to go see this movie. You want to go with me?" And then they'll go to the movies together. That's exactly what happened with me and my friend with seeing Transformers Age of Extinction for a second time in 3D. He hadn't seen the movie yet. He wanted to see it. I told him I'd go with him. Now, I was going to see the movie again regardless, but we went together. So there could be a multitude of reasons. And I'm here to tell you guys that there's no problem with seeing a movie more than once. If you have the money, if you have the time, if you enjoy the movie as much as you do, go see it again. why not? I encourage it, especially if you like the movie. Maybe you want to go see the movie again to support its box office run. Maybe it's not making as much money as you'd want it to. Like, take Edge of Tomorrow, for example. Should have made a hell of a lot more. Should have made a hell of a lot more money than it did. Had I actually, say I was filthy stinking rich, I would have seen that movie a couple times in the theaters to support its box office run, and because I really like that movie. Just to give, examples out there. Some people do that. And one reason why I very rarely see a movie more than once, unless it's a movie I really, really, really love, is because I'm on a budget. I have a specific amount of money to see a specific amount of movies. I review movies. I'm a casual moviegoer. I go to the movie theaters nearly every weekend, and I can't keep seeing one specific movie over and over again, which is why I don't. But if you see movies 10 times, that's not. If you see one movie 10 times, I get that. That is very understandable. People do it. If you see a movie any more than that, say you go to a movie 15 times, 20 times, that's a little... I'm not condemning that. I'm not, saying that's bad. It's your taste, your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with going to see a movie more than once. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Do you think it's bad to see a movie more than once? Do you even hate going to movie theaters at all? If I had to answer the question, how many times have I seen one particular movie in the theaters, at home, on TV... I don't know the answer to that. I would have to answer. If you guys really want to know my answer to that, I have to literally think on that. Ask me down below in the comments, guys, and I will answer it. Probably the Transformers movies. I've seen them at least 5 or 6 times in the theaters, at home, on DVD, Blu-ray, on TV. Yeah, I've seen Forrest Gump plenty of times. Saved by the Ryan I've seen. Dark Knight. A lot of my favorite movies I've seen multiple times. Just to think of a few, okay? I just watched The Departed for the first time a few weeks ago. I've already seen it twice now, okay? So just to give... I've seen Halloween. I watch it every year, alright? Just to give you guys a good idea. So that's all I have to say for this discussion video, guys. I'm just here to tell you guys, I just saw Transformers Age of Extinction for the 3rd time, and I'm proud of it. I went to see it for the experience. Seeing it again, I wanted to see it again on the big screen in crystal clear HD, because seeing a movie in the theaters is honestly one of the best ways to watch a movie. I watch movies on my portable Blu-ray player on my lap, laying on my bed at night. When I could, that versus seeing a movie on the big screen in crystal clear HD, relaxing in the comfy chairs in the theater, that is pretty awesome, and that is why I see movies more than once, okay, for that experience. And seeing Age of Extinction again tonight made me realize how good movies look in the theaters, how awesome the HD is, the picture quality is just incredible on the big screen. And that's all I have to say about this subject. So guys, again, I'm leaving the floor open to you down below in the comments. Sorry this video is so long, but I poured my heart into this because I like this topic. How many times have you seen a specific movie in the theaters? Give me the name of the movie, the number of times you've seen that movie in the theaters, in the actual theater, and defend why you feel there's nothing wrong with seeing a movie more than once in the theaters. So that's all I have to say for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, which could be coming soon in a few days. Bye, guys.